Hi everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on my YouTube journey. So to connect with this video, make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Leave a kind comment in the comment section below. Tell me a little bit how this video resonates with you. If you are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and little notification bell. And if you know somebody these videos are resonating with, go right ahead and share them. Okay? So you could also hit that thumbs up to accept this healing and cleansing of this Palo Santo. This message is for the Aquarian Collective. I'm not putting a specific placement on it. If you resonate with it, you'll resonate. If not, you'll have to watch another sign. This video is also for the new moon that we got coming in Capricorn. And at 10:18 p.m., it will be rolling over into Aquarius. All right. So you're going to be feeling this pretty heavy as well, Aquarius. So you might have a strong need for being useful to society, and you look for justification in your outside world. You may underestimate what you want for yourself or from yourself. So you may be second guessing. Maybe lowering your inhibitions, and maybe having a little bit of doubt as to what your hopes, your wishes, and your aspirations are. Shyness may be accompanied with the resentment. Shyness may be accompanied by resentment of the fact that others ignore you. So the collective is healing abandonment issues, rejection issues. Feeling left out in the cold, maybe feeling ignored or isolated. So don't seek approval from your outside of yourself. Do not seek approval from the outside. It will not help you get rid of your doubt, your resentment, your anger, your rejection, your abandonment issues. And this energy, this emotion is a very harmful and toxic. It's a very harmful and toxic pattern that you may be carrying here, Aquarius. All right. You have to trust your inner values. So that is what I see. You're just seeing an ash fly down. I didn't even realize that was still smoking. Hey, we'll take that. All right, so the organs that will be affected: your knees, your joints, your backbones, spinal muscles, patella, bones, tendons, ligaments, skin, hair, spleen, and organs of balance. I do not know what the organs of balance are. You will have to Google that. All right. So these organs will be extra sensitive. All right. So let's go ahead and pull the moon's energy around the Capricorn. Okay, you may be connected to a Capricorn somewhere, Aquarius, or you may have Capricorn as a rising sign. All right, so what is Aquarius's, what's the moon around the Aquarius collective? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, time to release negativity. So we have the full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is the death card. It talks about death. It talks about transformation. It talks about rebirth. It also talks about mystery. It represents your sexual organs as well. So Aquarius, it is time to release any negative energy that may be coming up. That's a sign. If you're being triggered, that's a reason. There's a reason for that. It's coming up for a reason because it's time to let it go. All right. So we have full moon energy. So through the full moon portal, from the full moon in Cancer to the full moon in Leo in February, this is the perfect portal to let go of anything that comes up that's negative, resentful, angry, Um, Looking for justification for something. It's time to acknowledge your part in something instead of passing the blame. It's something else, right? Um, Finding approval from an outside source for something that you did or that you want to be done. Like, again, justification for something that you did. Maybe something that you tried to lay to rest, or some sort of a trigger, or death energy. Meditate and contemplate. So we have Pisces energies coming through here with the new moon. So you could have been working with a Pisces trying to end something. But Aquarius, you're being asked to contemplate that. Was it the right thing to do, right? Was it the right thing to do to seek approval from this person? Was it the right thing to do because you were angry, right? Was it the right thing to do for this person to justify your actions? Was it the right thing to do to involve sexual orientation with this person? You need to think about that, because something is coming up that's going to be very triggering for you. Was this a strong need out of the anger energy? Was this really needed because you were angry and holding on to resentment? Was this really needed because you feel ignored by somebody? And then you seek approval from this person, a Pisces, maybe even a Virgo. Okay? Was it right to harm somebody or to inflict this emotion that's harmful to you upon yourself? You need to do a reality check, Aquarius. All right, so what are the crows warning Aquarius about in this new moon energy? A bond that you have with somebody else. And this bond could be with a Pisces. Maybe you need to rethink that bond. Maybe you need to go within yourself and rethink that bond that you have with this person, with this Pisces, and contemplate why you connected with them. Maybe because you felt this need to be justified. Insight. Throwing rocks hand in hand with a Pisces. You're being warned about this bond. You're being warned about a relationship. This person could have been holding resentment, and you could have teamed up with them to try to end something in their life against somebody that you you could have teamed up with this person, Piscean energy, Scorpio energy, because you felt ignored by somebody. All right, so what you really need to think about is that relationship that you have. See these two fishies? That's that bonding energy. You need to rethink that bond. What was the reason why you two got together? We have Scorpio energy. There's strong sexual underlying energy here. You need to think about that. What are you hanging on to? What is the resentment? What is the anger? Right? What approval was you seeking within this relationship? Did this person value you? Or was you just looking for some sort of justification from them? Did you lower your standards to be with them? So you really need to take a deeper look into the bond that you have with this Piscean person. Aside from a few casual swingers, generally male crows and ravens mate for life. Bond represents a karmic relationship, a connection that goes beyond our everyday existence, whether it is a relationship, a career, a place, or a hobby. It is in this soul level connection that strength forms. You can feel it within. It feels like a pull when you are near it, as if you're being drawn closer, and a tug back when you get too far away. Let me repeat that. Bond represents a karmic relationship. Was this a relationship just to get even? Did you need to seek their approval to get even? Was you being used just for sexual purposes? Is this justification? Are you underestimating or lowering your standards to be with this person? Is this relationship harmful? Okay? Because there is something being triggered within you that you need to see from a different perspective about throwing rocks, hiding hands, because it is the emotion is being raised for a reason, right? Something about nighttime, something that's in the dark, maybe something that's hidden. Gifts. Maybe you receive some sort of a gift. All right. So what are some signs that Aquarius is seeing? So the crows are warning you about this relationship. Whether it's business, lover, family, friend. But it's a karmic relationship. So you're being triggered for a reason, because this trigger is a warning sign that maybe it's time to let it go. But it's going to definitely make you rethink something. Some signs that you're showing Aquarius. Yeah, look, we got that Scorpio energy in there. There's a hole in their story. They're hiding something. Something is a mystery. Grounding, stability, and foundations. We have the brown energy. Something about stability. Something about your home life. Something about your foundation. The foundation of this relationship. What is the foundation of this relationship? Well, first of all, it's karmic. You need to see, you need to recognize the bond. Somebody's hiding something here. Yeah. Spirit of the fog, unclear, confusion, and shady. Somebody is being shady. They are not being clear with their intentions. There's a hole in their story. The foundation of this relationship is karmic. And they did not want you to see something clearly when it comes to this karmic relationship. This person is very triggered. Or you are triggered. One of the two. And there's a trigger coming up that's going to make you contemplate the bond between you and this other person. And we have spirit of the fly, decay, rotten, and stagnation. So something. So you know what flies are drawn to? Shit, baby. Yeah. Somebody is living in a fantasy world. Right? And They're hanging on to some sort of resentment or memory of feeling ignored, feeling abandoned. Alright, so let's clarify with some tarot cards here for Aquarius, which makes perfect sense with your monthly reading, Aquarius, about you're treading on thin ice. You better watch where you're stepping here. I remember that reading because I'm like, whoa, right? So this Pisces could be very gifted. They could be very manipulative. Like there's a lot of holes in their story. They may be trying to justify their actions for hooking up with you. Clarify, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles, something about work. So it could very well be a business partnership. There is a hole in this story as to whether or not somebody wants to put the work in this relationship. Whether this relationship will work or whether it is stable enough to work is unclear, right? Somebody could be, this karmic person is very shady. They're very unclear with their intentions. We got a Tower coming through. So your foundation, the foundation of this relationship is being shaken up. And when the dust settles, what was unclear is going to become clear. And it is going to make you contemplate as to whether or not you want to stay in this relationship, as to whether or not it will work. 9 of Swords in reverse. That is good, because that cloudiness in your head of worry, of doubt is being cleared. Right? Once the dust settles, it's going to be very clear the kind of bond that you have with this person. That this person is very negative. They are very toxic. Perhaps even emotionally abusive. There's a hole in their story and they're trying to keep you tricked. I got 89, 98. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Something about returning back to work, returning back to this relationship after a feeling of rejection. Yeah. This needs to be healed. Somebody is waiting for the right time. Something may have happened 13 years ago, 15 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, something along them lines. Somebody could have been sending monitor spirits in, right, with the fly. Yeah, memories. Somebody is fantasizing. Living in a fantasy world as the type of relationship this is. Right? Somebody wanted to keep it a mystery. Somebody wanted to keep a cloud over somebody's head. But like it's being released. And now somebody is thinking about that. Should I give this relationship another chance? Or should I just let it go? Alright, angels. Let's get a final message for this Aquarian reading. Right? Compassion, Zakiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Prioritize. Focus on your higher priorities and I'll help you get organized and motivated. So focus on softening your heart and forgiving yourself. All right? Because somebody wants to come back after feeling rejected, abandoned. They want to come in out of the coldness of somebody's heart. Alrighty, so prioritize Archangel Metatron. What's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. Metatron is one of two angels once who walked on earth as human men. The other one is Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earth life. He continues working as a scribe and record keeper in heaven. He keeps people developed organizational and record keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organize your priorities. Okay? Yeah, so definitely something about making something work. Somebody may want a second chance here because they are realizing that at the time the relationship was unbalanced. A lot of healing needed to take place. All right, Aquarius, thank you for watching and have a great day.